Okay, welcome to the show. Now, what we're going to be making today is a lovely brown sugar and mustard glazed picnic ham. Now, a picnic ham is a little bit different from regular hams. It is actually smoked and cooked. You could eat it like this, but it doesn't have a lot of flavor, a lot of salt. It's bland. So what we're going to do is we're going to roast it, and we're going to pump it up a notch with brown sugar and mustard. Now, you're thinking to yourself, well, we can't do that. We're doing a low carb thing. We can't have that brown sugar. Well, luckily, they have a brown sugar substitute now. Oh, that's just the oven getting the heat. Okay, so what we're using today is actually I'm not mentioning brands because, they're not paying me, quite frankly. And it's a brown sugar substitute. I have 1 cup of that, and I have 2 large heaping tablespoons of mustard. And I also have a little bit of white vinegar, okay? Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the netting from the ham. Okay. Now, this is a cloth bag that's used to keep the ham in shape. Not like, at the gym in shape, but like in a manageable shape so it doesn't flop all over the place. It's a little bit snarly, but we get it off and we're good to go. Okay? Now, we want this. At first, we're going to have this upside because you see this rind? This is chewy and inedible. We don't want this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in our roaster, and we're going to throw a cup of water in here. We're going to cook it for 1 hour. Okay? After that point, 1 hour at 350. At that point, this will be easy to take off. Now, we don't want to take the whole fat cap off, just this, okay? So we're going to pop this in the oven for an hour, and we're going to come back, and we're going to show you what to do.
Go.
Okay, here we have the pork after it's it's steamed, basically, for about an hour at 350, okay? Now, you're going to want to set of tongs for this, otherwise it's a pain in the ass. And what we're going to do is we're just going to peel the rind off. As you see, it comes away pretty easily. Getting this off previous would have sucked. Now, if you'll notice, I'm not removing the fat cap. I'm just taking the rind. Just pull with the tongs and remove any connection with the knife. Peeling off like an old gym sock after a hard day. Now, but you want to be careful though. This is very hot. Okay. Of course, it's wrapped around. There we go. Okay, now we're going to drain off all this juice and we're going to store it. Now, what we're going to do quickly is we're going to take our brown sugar and we're going to take our mustard. I'm going to put that in a small saucepan with just a little glug of vinegar. What we're going to do is we're going to add just a little splash of water. We're going to mix this all up here. What we're basically making here is sort of like the consistency of a barbecue sauce. We're going to boil this for, I'd say, 2 minutes or so. You want to make sure to keep an eye on it though, because it will burn. Okay. Now we're making the glaze here. Okay. So let's get to that. Okay, now we have the roast drained. Roast. We have the ham drained and ready. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be scoring the fat cap because we want the the glaze to go right into everything. So with our nice sharp knife, we just go in about an inch. Whew, hard to get around that. Okay, so then we turn it. Okay, and if you have to go over it again on the other side because your roaster's a little there we go. Okay, now we have a beautifully scored ham. Okay, now our glaze is nice and thick and bubbly, and we're going to pour some of it over. I'd say about half. Okay. And we're going to pop this back in the oven uncovered for another 3 hours. And we're going to periodically baste it. Okay, here we have the finished product. As you can see, it's caramelized beautifully around the edges. And the mustard and the brown sugar substitute have caramelized beautifully. Oh, it's too bad you guys didn't have like a smell-o-vision type of situation. Now, you're going to want to cut it ever so gently. I don't know where to start. Oh, there's a bone. That's the worst thing about this ham, is bone. Oh, it's delicious. There's the bones. There's a bone that goes here. There's a bone here. I forget where the bones are. I forget where the bones are. I'm not kind of special. There we go. So we just slice it at our leisure. Okay, now, if you like the video, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Click the little bell for notifications. And as you